When is enough enough? When do you have enough? Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. I got a word for you on this Monday morning. Happy Monday morning, the first day of the work week for many of us. And we're getting into this work week, and I got a word for you to share with you that I believe that will bless you and give you manna for today's journey. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. How are you on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is. Hope you had a great weekend. Did you go to church? Where did you go? Did you watch? Shout your man or woman of God out and the word that was preached on this past Sunday. Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Anitra, how are you? Pamela, how are you? Brother Pope, Bobby, all the way from Middlesex, North Carolina. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Bertha. Good morning, Angela. How are you? Burlington, North Carolina. All right, all my home girls and homeboys on this morning. Good morning, Versi. How are you on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is. Verena, how are you on this morning? Thank you for the card. I bless God for you on this morning. Look, I want to share with you, when is enough enough? When is it that you come to terms and say, you know what? I got enough. I got enough. Good morning, Deborah. How are you on this morning? Nadine, how are you all on this morning? Good morning, Betty. How are you? Grand morning to you as well. Grand rising as well. Look, let's get right into the word on this morning. I want to share this word. It's an Advent Christmas tide word, if you will. When is enough enough? The text, to talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. Let's get into it. Genesis 17 and 1. Genesis 17 and 1. And here is God talking to Abraham. When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him and said, I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be blameless. I am God Almighty. The Hebrew, get this, so you can then make application to what we're going to share. The Hebrew for God Almighty is El Shaddai. El Shaddai. Put that in the chat area. El Shaddai. The Hebrew for El Shaddai, amongst many meanings, here are two that it means. More than enough. The God of more than enough and the God of sufficiency. I am all sufficient. I am more sufficient and more than enough for you. Here is God talking to Abram, 99 years old, well into the promise that God had made. Abram is wondering, when is this thing going to pop off? And then God says to him, look, you walk before me and I'll show you I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. What does that mean to us during Christmas? At some point, you got to make up in your mind, I have more than enough. I have more than enough. What are the three things that I believe that will help you come to that conclusion? The first thing is this. When do you know that you have more than enough? When you have enough to help somebody else. Number one. When you have enough to help somebody else. Well, how do you know when you have enough to help somebody else? Second thing is this. More than enough is when you can't decide what to wear in the morning. You can't decide what to wear in the morning. That's an indicator. That's a symptom that you have more than enough. The third thing is this. You know when you have more than enough when you can't even remember what you got last Christmas. I can't even remember. I don't even remember what I got last Christmas. You see, during Christmas, it is a time of excess. It's a time of excess. From Thanksgiving to New Year's, we flow in a whole world of more than enough. Not just for the sake of saying I'm blessed beyond measure, but excess. And you have to make up in your mind, when is it that I have more than enough. Why? Because that's the time that I need to be blessing somebody else. And more than that, that's the time when I know I have God, the sufficient one, the all-sufficient one, the birth of Jesus into the world and into my life. Therein lies, when I place my hope, my desire, my attention to that, is when I can understand what this whole time of the year is about. And I can come to the conclusion, I have enough. I have enough. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: Christmas is a time of excess, when it should be a time when we should be concerned about those who have less. Christmas is a time of excess, when it should be a time when we are concerned about those who have less. Because, raise my hand, I'm guilty too. I have more than enough. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you, give you peace. Take this thought for the balance of this Christmastide Advent, and make sure that we are focused in on those that do not have what we have, because we have more than enough. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. The Lord be with you. His face shine upon you and give you peace. Share this manna so it can bless somebody else. God bless you. Bye now.